never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roof project, our goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Steve's Garage Doors and Services is under new management, but has the same great service as before. If your current garage door seems outdated or isn't working properly, call the number at 402-22840 door ordered. Steve's can repair most garage doors and can always point you in the right direction to get the job done. Give Steve's Garage Doors and Services a call today at 402-480-2840. That's 402-480-2840.
UStop is a member through networking and local government advocacy. This is why UStop sponsors the LIBA Business Hour on the Ticket 93.7. Remember, every time you fill up at a UStop on a Tuesday, UStop donates 2 cents for every gallon sold to local charities in our community. This month, UStop has partnered with the Lancaster Event Center. Stop by UStop and fill up every Tuesday to help us fuel our community.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $24.11 per hour, which grows to $28.27 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $32.76 per hour with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Smoked meats, amazing sides. The only problem when they fix you a plate is that at some point, that plate will be empty. But hear me out. What if that plate was never empty? That dream can be your reality with the Mary Ellen's Express Lunch Buffet. From 11 to 2 every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday. One price, all you can eat, and it even comes with a drink. Tell your boss you're taking a long lunch and get down there. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul at 29th and Pine Lake. Let them fix you a plate.
Hey, moms and dads, bring the whole crew to a Salt Dogs baseball game and unleash the fun. Visit Haymarket Park all summer for fireworks Fridays, souvenir Saturdays, Sunday family fun days, and more. With 50 home games, even weekdays can be unforgettable. Planning an event? Make it a home run with group discounts. When you need an outing the whole family will enjoy, unleash the fun with the Salt Dogs. Call 402-474-2255 or visit saltdogs.com for tickets.
If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, listen up. Select Plumbing gets it right the first time on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. Plus, they're hiring service plumbers. If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
The Butchery by Venue is Lincoln's premier specialty grocers. Take the quality of Venue home with you with our hand-cut steaks, handcrafted burgers, and locally sourced offerings. Browse our wide selection of specialty products designed to enhance your dining experiences with cheeses, spices, sauces, and more. We also have an exclusive collection of liquors, whiskeys, and bourbons at prices you're sure to love. Stop in to the Butchery by Venue today, located in our Venue at Home storefront at 70th and Pioneers, just 2 doors down from Venue Restaurant and Lounge.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Live from the 93.7 The Ticket studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Lloyds in Lincoln. With former Syracuse Orange and Long Beach State basketball star Ramel Lloyd Sr. and current Nebraska basketball athlete Ramel Lloyd Jr. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here are your hosts, Ramel Sr. and Ramel Jr.
Well, he was almost right. It's Ramel Sr., Ramel Jr., DP, Austin Orman. We're going to hang out on a Sunday morning. Shout out to Jeff and Nicole for what they do. I mean, look, they're changing lives in Lincoln, getting folks moving getting them out there, and it's important. It's important to say. So bravo to that. The Starter Heyman text line 402-464-5685. If you want to be a part of what we're doing now, you can follow the Starter Heyman video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter live. If you want to jump on Allo, channel 951, you can see in studio and get comfortable in it. I hope you are having a happy Sunday. It's cool and breezy. I was out there in the streets this morning, feeling good. It was a good weekend in Lincoln. Lots going on. Let's bring in the Lloyds. Let's bring in Pops, Junior. Gentlemen, fine Sunday. What's happening?
Happy Sunday. We made it back. Another week.
Yeah, we made it through. Yeah, because a lot of people didn't. A lot of people didn't. I was. First of all, it was funny. Last week's show, the responses that I got was so different than some of the shows, because it was like, we didn't know Junior had that much swag.
Does he?
Like, it's like, wait a minute.
There you go.
Like, wait a minute. It was like, wait a minute. First of all, everybody wants his voice.
Yeah, I did hear a little bit about that.
Yeah,
it was to make mine a little deeper.
Right, like you got to check yourself. Like, I was like, wait a minute, wait, take the bass out. Like, you got all the bass,
Right. Well, yeah.
That's my speaking voice.
Right, like so it was funny that, and then the a lot of the conversation, we talked about stuff within the game, but not here at Nebraska. So a lot of the conversation was on hoops in general. And the history behind it. But for folks who missed last week's show, I just want to be clear. So Pops is a baller who raised and coached a baller. Now, things happen when talent is shared. Mm-hmm. I think Nebraska fans are curious in the right way. Like, wait a minute. What if Romelo's that dude? So I ask you, Pops, if for folks that ask me, hey man, he seems really like the dude. What would you say to that and to them?
What I would say to that is, we just really looking forward to playing this year. I'm excited to watch him as his dad, and also, of course, as a fan, I'm excited to watch him. I know, of course, firsthand how hard he works every day, how much it means to him to be better, to be a part of a winning program. And I understand, the sacrifices that it has taken for him to come this far and be at this point and be ready to, do what he does and do what he loves. So just be ready.
So Mel, this is the thing, and you carry a unique level of humble in what you do. You don't get to the University of Nebraska. You don't get scholarship. You don't get offers like the way you've gotten without work. And in that work, a lot of people have confidence. You have somehow managed to stay away from cocky and have stayed into confidence. Why is that? What is it about the Lloyd family? Because I know that's a family thing. What is it about the Lloyds? What is it like if you were describing your family to Husker Nation? What would you say?
Well, to answer your first question, I would say probably most of it for me is probably my personality. No matter what I do, I always feel like I can do more, I can do better, or just increase on what I'm already doing. I'm never satisfied. So I think that goes into a lot of just being humble instead of cocky. But the Lloyd family, my whole family keeps me level-headed and down. Everyone's kind of the same. We all work and we all do what we need to do to get done what we need to get done. And especially having this guy as a father, keeping me level-headed, of course. He doesn't, 75% of the time it's negative rather than, and then 25% of it is compliment. So with this guy,
I won't say negative.
Okay, you know what I mean? When I say
constructive
criticism. Yes, there you go. So most of it's that. So it's pretty easy to stay level-headed around him.
Here's what I know to be true as well. Two alpha males in the same space with hunger and ambition and motivation, but the women in the family run this in full, right? So let's give the full shout out to mom and Mrs. because that's really where the heavy lifting is done.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she's a moderator between us. And the one thing that's always common that no matter how angry we are at each other, she's right there in the middle to kind of keep the peace when needed.
Yeah.
When needed. I mean, he's a little older now, so we don't really have those kind of wars like we used to have when he was young. We pretty much on the same page now. Like I said, my job and role has shifted a lot since he's been older. I'm definitely more compliment a lot more now. And
you had to put that in there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when he was young, everybody was telling him how great he was and things of that nature. So I had to make sure I was opposite. But now, I'm here more for support. We sit down and we map and we plan together what we need to do or what he needs to do. And his IQ is just so high that he realizes and says these things before I even have to say it. He say, "Hey, Pops, I need to do this a little better. Let's get in the gym and do that. Or what you think about that?" So it's more of a collaboration. But going back to the missus, yeah, for sure, she's the real rock of the family.
And to add on to that too, I mean, me and Pops growing up, we were the only men in the house. So my two older sisters, Taylor, Rudy, and my grandmother also helped us a lot.
Absolutely.
When it comes to us fighting and then getting in the middle of it. Moms did a great job as well, but all of them together was great.
A big part of the Lloyds in Lincoln was the decision to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Not only for Mel Jr. to be here, but Pops, for you to make this decision. And you didn't just come into town and just post up. You got to work. Like you planted seeds and are hoping to grow some fruit. Let the folks know, what are you doing in Lincoln?
Well, it's funny that you said that. I mean, we obviously our first thought of coming to Lincoln is to be here to support Ramel, and of course we just wanted to be at as many games as possible, around him as much as possible, because with these kids, not just Ramel, but these kids in these unique situations, they have a short window of time to do something extraordinary. And most people don't realize how much work and how much support that they need in order to even have a chance to be successful at this game in the long run. So as a family, we all decided that it was best that we can be here to support him as much as needed. And that support coming in a variety of ways. But for me, being here, I am now one of the directors at the Boys and Girls Club of Lincoln and Lancaster. I fortunate enough to get that job because that's kind of what I've been doing my whole career after my basketball was done, was always being involved with kids and helping them, achieve their goals, whether it's on the court or off the court or whatever the case may be. So I'm actually truly blessed to just be in that position where I can do that in a foreign place, getting to know people around here. And the people here in Lincoln have been great to myself and great to my family so far. And, that's just a great way for me to obviously make a living and also give back to the community as well. So I'm excited about it.
Well, this has got to be pretty cool. Have Pops come, make the decision to come to town and then drop anchor. Like drop anchor and in service, no less, right?
I wouldn't expect nothing less,
right? I mean, this is why I thought you two having the airwaves for an hour a week was necessary, because it's such a unique story, and the tracking is off the charts. Because it's like, wait a minute, how many parents would do this?
Yeah.
Are capable of doing it, but who would actually put their foot on the ground, boots to asphalt, and make this thing happen. That's pretty impressive to me, and it's a part of what I think Lloyds and Lincoln will be about over the course of the summer. The basketball team is taking a trip. You're going to be on the road for a bit. What are your thoughts? Give the folks a little intel on some of these summer plans for Husker basketball.
Well, when it comes to the trip, I know it's end of July. We're going to be gone for a week and a half or so, I believe. We can have 2 weeks. But I'm just excited about it. I mean, to be able to go out of the country for one is always great. Being able to spend time with my teammates, and just being able to get on the floor a little bit and, get my feet wet and just get started playing a little bit again. It's been a while. So there's a bunch of positive about the trip, and I'm really excited to get it started.
It's interesting. So you have to ask that question because I know that a couple of years ago when they planned this trip, there were players that didn't have their passport. So you always think, well, everybody's got a passport. No, everybody doesn't.
Yeah, this is true.
No, they do not. So have you already? Are you in possession of said passport?
Yeah, mom got that unlocked.
See?
Yeah, mom got it. Anything you need, mom got it.
Right? Like it's there. Where is mom currently? Where is she? Is she in town? Is she coming to town? When is she coming?
Yeah, she's here now. We're staying at Ramel's house for now, so we're just still trying to navigate through what needs to be done. But she's definitely here. She's probably listening. Shout out to mom. Shout out to wife.
See, that's the glory of it all. And again, Ramel Senior, Ramel Junior. One of the things that I know about you too is that you're basketball historians. So y'all dive in and y'all get after each other. But Mel, if I had to say, like, if you were creating the perfect basketball player, like all the skills that you want, like you want in your bag. Let's start with the IQ. Who's basketball IQ? Yeah. No, I because I know that y'all think about it differently, but y'all meet in the middle, and it's always
First, we gotta go with the GOAT.
I already know what's coming.
LeBron, Ramon James, the one and only, Cleveland's finest.
That is so funny. I hope y'all are on the stream or on Allo, and just to see the look on Pop's face, because this is really the old school, new school that I know is going to be constant on this show.
What's next? I like this question. What's next?
All right.
Every answer is probably going to be LeBron, so you might as well not even waste your time.
Well, no, shooter, 3-point range, 3-point shooter,
3-point range.
3-point shooter.
I love Curry, but give me my guy Ray Allen.
Okay.
Ray Allen fan.
Okay. Facilitator.
Gotta go Braun.
Yeah, I told you.
Gotta go Braun.
It's so funny. Like you just and all the old heads just they doing what you do. They just shaking their head like, okay.
No, I mean I'm a Braun fan too, but he's
competitive
to the extreme.
Competitive
Braun level.
Who's in your mind? Who's the greatest competitor? Look, the shoulder shrug. Austin, you saw that, right?
You know what?
He wants to say it again. I see it. You want to say it again.
He wants to, but he knows he can't say that. So.
I don't want to get slandered today. Give me Michael Jordan.
There you go. I know Mike was.
See, he went like he fought it. Like he fought it. He didn't want to give that.
I give him something.
Footwork. Who has the best footwork?
Footwork. That's a good question. I think Tim Duncan.
I was gonna say Tim Duncan too.
I'll go Tim Duncan.
The big fundamental.
All right, Rock. That brain, that basketball IQ. Who has knowledge of the game at such a high level that you just have to go, okay.
Come on now.
Yeah, I don't
Let's
know.
be real.
That's a tough question. I have to. I mean, I can't. I won't argue with LeBron. LeBron's IQ is off the chart.
There's no other answer.
But that's not going to be my answer. Let's get back to it.
See.
Let's get back
There's
to
no
that
other
one.
choice.
Well, sometimes when athletes are as great as LeBron naturally, you tend to sort of look elsewhere when you're talking about IQ and things of that nature, because it's almost unfair to compare people to LeBron or athletes of that nature, because they can do things so easily with their natural born athleticism. Not taking away anything from LeBron, but I kind of try to look at it a little bit deeper than just the obvious, if that makes sense.
Well, I've had this conversation. Austin's been around, so he knows. I've had it with Strick. We talked quite a bit about it. Like if you're building the perfect basketball player, and again, I'm old. I'm 60 years old, so my vision on it. I saw the cats that are legends now that we talk about in mythical form. I saw them in real human form, and so when it comes to the IQ, and I hate to say it, but I don't know that anybody saw basketball as well as Larry Bird. I don't think anybody saw the mechanics, the optics, and then the sense. Like he was creative.
Yeah.
Like you think of Larry Bird as a linear player, but no, that's a creative dude. Larry Bird saw corners of the floor that nobody else saw and nobody else used. Then in the footwork, and look, text line, yeah, and I think I know who that is. But text line said, well, footwork, it's Hakeem. Let him know. Like Dream Shake.
I mean, you can't
Dream Shake. Look,
That's
soccer
a good
player.
one.
Now you said Larry
player.
Bird, you got me thinking of Kevin McHale too. I mean,
McHale,
unreal.
McHale, we don't give him credit for being
not enough.
one of the he used to be top 5 power forward, and the athleticism moved him out of the conversation because we've seen KG move the way he moves. We've seen Giannis move the way he moves. We forget what an absolute freak Karl Malone was, like a 6'9", 260-pound dude who was sprinting past point guards,
for sure.
and just punching centers in the 7-foot centers in the face.
Yeah.
So the game has evolved,
Right.
but when it comes to footwork, and the reason why I bring that up is Jokic is out here changing the way people think about basketball again. That's how you know you've reached elite status. I'm not sure that there's anybody in the game currently that has his vision, and we miss it because he's 7 foot. But he doesn't miss a cutter. He doesn't miss. Okay, I need to punish this helper. Like he doesn't miss.
Yeah.
And his footwork, he's in that elite class of 5 when it comes to footwork.
Absolutely.
Right. And then IQ, if you said Larry Bird, okay. If you say LeBron, I understand. If you say Jordan, you're not wrong. Give me somebody that's outside of the circle. McHale's a great one.
McHale will be my guy for sure.
For footwork or IQ?
For IQ.
Out of this circle.
Like out of that, the common thread of names, like there's a Mount Rushmore, and if you put
can we say John Stockton? Can we put John Stockton on?
See, let me tell you. See, and I spent way too much time with that dude. I call him the pasty gangster because he looked like the English teacher.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you saw him if you didn't know and you saw him walking down the street, walking in the classroom, he had a briefcase. You were like, oh, that's a professor. That's a professor. But he beat up NBA dudes with pick and roll. Like John Stockton was, I don't want to call him dirty. He was just physical. He was physical. Like Isaiah said, listen, I don't want to go to Salt Lake because I know I'm going to hurt. I'm going to hurt. I'm going to be bruised up for the next 4 games messing with John Stockton. And then when you had him, Malone, Ostertag, who's just out there elbowing people,
old school,
right? Sure. Like old school basketball. So the game, when people talk about Nebraska basketball and their inability to get over the hump, right? And they say, well, you can't recruit, you're not getting the top stars. Well, no, the game's the game. Like there's a way. There are programs that get to NCAA tournament that don't have Nebraska's talent. I would say this. Nebraska's current roster, as it stands, may be as talented as anything since the Strickland days. And that's a big statement. And I wanted to be sure that we set the table, because if I said a year ago Nebraska basketball finishes 500, we would have thrown a parade down O Street. Like, come on, Rock. We had those conversations like, oh boy, this is what we going. And then injury, and we're like, oh no, this is not. Okay. Then another injury. Austin, I'm going to ask you to jump in here because I want them to hear from you. When you see the roster, this year's current roster, where do you put it in the last 20 years of talent?
Up there. I think that, yeah, it's different because I think you've had, I'm trying to think. Yeah, probably top 3, top 4.
Yeah.
Pretty easily top 3, top 4.
Yeah. And it changes. It's changing the way people are looking at you. So now you have more people, more fans looking into who this roster is than in the 5 years I've been around the program. Like, they're paying attention now. So what does that mean for you? Is that better for you? Do you not care? Do you want to represent? what does that mean to you? That knowing that Husker fans now know who you are and are trying to be curious about who you really are. Like they're digging deep.
I mean, I would say that's a great thing. I mean, the more buzz, the more attention, the more just excitement for the season is always a positive thing. You know, just building up that Nebraska basketball name and taking it to the next level. I mean, that's a very positive thing. So,
Rock, from the outside in, you're watching it. You've seen the downside and you see the potential.
Mm-hmm.
What's the biggest thing Nebraska basketball has to do? Just as a basketball dude, not as a dad, not as a basketball dude. You watch the Big Ten, right?
Mm-hmm.
You watch the Pac-12. You know, okay, like you play in the Big East. Okay, so what does it take? What does Nebraska have to do next? Greatest.
Good question. I mean, last year's team set the table moving forward. I think of a couple of things of how they need to play. The team was resilient. First of all, they played very hard on defense. They rebounded the ball well. I think Nebraska, over the years that we've been paying closer attention, I think they've always had talent and talented guys for sure. Obviously talented guys, but they made a change last year in their playing style, and they got the talent to play gritty, to play Big Ten style basketball when needed, and also they continue to have a little fresh philosophy of still trying to push the pace a little bit more than the average team in the Big Ten. It's not a lot of teams that run in the Big Ten as much, maybe like Michigan State, Iowa. There's a couple of them that get up and down the floor.
And you don't even think about Iowa that way. Like
they get up and down,
right? Like you think Iowa, this is real old school peach basket basketball.
No, they play. they get up and down. But the thing is that you need to combine that style of play with also Big Ten toughness and grit, right? So you need to rebound and defense. Those are the key things. Obviously, you got to get stops in order to score on the other end. So I think they definitely made a change towards that style of play last year. They have a little bit of a different roster this year. I think they have a lot of guys this year that are versatile, which is key in today's game. Guys that can do multiple things and not slot it into one position. So as a fan, I'm definitely looking forward to what's to come this year.
Well, in your mind, what's the thing that this team has to do better than ever before to be as good as y'all think you can be?
Well, I think with the people we have in place and all the different types of talent we have, I think we just got to be together and just play for each other, play hard. Obviously, those things, every team at this level has to play defense, has to rebound and whatnot. But if we come together and play well together, I think we'll do great.
Who will lead that charge? Like, now that you just said it out loud, that if we're together, we're going to do well. Who will be in charge of that? Who will lead that? Because somebody, one of the first things I tell all my teams, you're going to be led. I'll make sure that you're going to be led. Who is going to lead the charge to make sure this team is together? How does that happen?
I mean, we got a good group of guys. We got vets. We got younger guys that are coming up. I mean, I think it's going to be a collective. I mean, I'm going to do my part to lead in my own way. Someone else can do their part to lead in their own way. So as a collective, I think if everyone comes together and leads in their own unique way, we can all, come together and do well.
That is also, yeah, we have that same smile that it, again, part of why I wanted this show to happen is because, like, the things that I see and hear, you hope other people get to know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's important. We'll throw it to break there when we come back. There's a big event that starts tomorrow, and it'll be at Lincoln Northwest High, but we'll talk about it with Mel Sr. and Mel Jr. here when we come back to Lloyds in Lincoln.
How many times has the dad in your life complained about being tired, sore, and done nothing about it? Why not change things up this year for Father's Day with a gift certificate for a massage from the Body Shop? It's not a day at the golf course or a new tool for the shop, but it is something that can make activities less painful going forward. Get Dad a gift certificate today for Father's Day at thebodyshoplincoln.com. The Body Shop at 48th and A.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere sprayer from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Leverage the industry's latest technology with See & Spray to target weeds in season, in corn and soybeans, and use less herbicide per acre. Utilize Exact Apply to save in chemical usage and prevent over-application. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
The new season of the Nebraska Lottery's Lucky for Life Ticket Snap promotion is here. Until July 10th, buy a Lucky for Life ticket and enter the voucher number for a chance to win Nebraska football Skybox season tickets, regular Nebraska football season tickets, single game Nebraska football tickets, an incredible weekend football experience, or tickets to Volleyball Day in Nebraska. So snap to it and enter today. Lucky for Life top prize odds, 1 in 30 million.
You play Lucky for Life, don't you?
Yeah, love it. Chance to win $1,000 a day for the rest of my life.
How does it work?
Choose 6 numbers and buy a ticket.
Then what?
Check your numbers after the nightly drawing to see if you've won.
Whoa, slow down. You lost me there.
Choose 6 numbers.
6 numbers, got it.
Check the drawing.
Whoa, how do you remember all that?
Just lucky, I guess.
Lucky for Life top prize odds, 1 in 30 million.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive Certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals.
Several irrigation contractors in Lincoln go out of business every year, leaving sprinkler system orphans, begging for service. The folks at Judson Irrigation shed a tear for these little fellas. They've been coddling these orphans for more than 40 years. From redesign, repairing, replacing, and restoring, remember the Judson Irrigation Orphanage.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a family environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Look at your car. It's filthy and probably has a few dings and nicks all over it. Don't be that guy. Get it upgraded and repaired at Renew Your Auto. At Renew Your Auto, they offer tons of services: ceramic coating, window tinting, paintless dent repair, washes and details, bed liners, body shop, and more. Where can you go to get services like that all in one place? Schedule your appointment today at renewyourauto.com. See what Renew can do for you.
You're listening to Lloyds in Lincoln with host Ramel Lloyd Sr. and Ramel Lloyd Jr.
No, you're good. Welcome back to it. Lloyds in Lincoln. Yeah, we always, whenever this crew gets together, I think it's going to be that kind of party. I think Austin will be willing to fight Harrison for rights to hang out with y'all every week.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Harrison, but
yeah, you know, it's a pretty good deal. We were telling the story that Rock came to town in support of Mel Jr. and Rock got to work. And so in his efforts to be productive and to add to Lincoln, he joined forces with the folks at the Boys and Girls Club. And in that, his ability to create events and community and texture. There's a thing that starts tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Let the folks know what that is.
Well, tomorrow, like DP said, we have a junior NBA camp starting tomorrow from June 12th all the way through June 30th. It's at Northwest High School. We're super excited to get this thing going because it was kind of late and last minute, and we got it off the ground. We're going to have some great guest speakers. Kids are going to have a good time. We actually filled up our capacity. So we're excited about that. We put a lot of hard work into it, going out and recruiting and going out, making sure we have some great speakers. for the kids and making sure that it's going to be a great event. We got the ticket is coming out tomorrow to broadcast live there. How many camps have that? We got Mary Ellen's feeding us tomorrow. So I don't know. I know
Canopy Street Market is delivering too.
Canopy is.
Dan Swanson hooked us up, man. He came through.
Hey, and I want to give a shout out to my man Dan. Listen, I go into Canopy just to find him.
Yeah.
And you talk about sport. He needs his own sports show radio talk
he
show
loves
as well.
He loves
great
it.
guy down there. The market is great, and we just love Dan. We appreciate him. He's gonna also participate in helping feed the kids of Lincoln for our camp. We got Sam's Club donating a bunch of snacks for us. So the community has just stepped up for us and doing great things for us to pull this camp off. So we're just super excited, man. I'm ready to eat that Mary Ellen's tomorrow and start this thing off
right. Let's get it. What time does the camp start? What time does the camp start?
The camp's at 11, right?
It's 11.
11. So we'll start at 11 a.m. tomorrow. We'll start off with feeding the kids first, and then we'll probably make our way over to the gym at 12 to about 4:30 or so. We're gonna have Mel's gonna come by and some of his teammates. We're gonna keep a little bit of our guest speakers and what we're doing a surprise. We want you guys to show up. Parents are welcome. We got a balcony up there for them, so parents are welcome to sit and stay and watch their kids and listen to our speakers. So we're just excited about it.
I think it's fantastic. I mean, Mel, is this something? I mean, you've gone down this path. Like you were the kid at the camp, and now you're the face on the flyer. Like that's got to be pretty cool.
It's definitely cool. I'm proud of myself.
Right? Right?
I'm proud of myself.
Right? I mean, that's a real thing.
Well, so much for the cocky thing that you talked about.
I said I'm proud of myself. How's that cocky?
No, that's like I'm with what he said. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, DP.
And I'm proud for you because listen, we're all an accumulation of our childhood experiences and idols and heroes, right? And that when you get a chance to evolve into the thing that you wanted for yourself, I mean, Rock, think about it. You creating a thing that Baby Rock would have loved to be a part of.
Yeah.
Like,
wait, who's Baby Rock?
You got it right. You know, that was actually his name when he was young. Baby.
That's the best.
Baby bro.
Hold on, let me tell you something.
He's still Baby bro.
Let me get my Charles Barkley. Let me tell you something. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me tell you something. But actually, when I was about 12 or so, I upgraded to the Boulder. So instead of Baby Rock, I am the Boulder. If you want to, it's either Ramel,
never
Mel,
like people
or
calling
the
him
Boulder.
Little Rock.
I'm not.
He's like, I'm not Little Rock. I'm Boulder. Okay.
I'm not little anything compared to him. So I'm the Boulder. You can call me the Mountain. Whatever you want to call me. Anything bigger than the Rock.
Tell me about the moment that Ramel Jr. is officially taller than Dad. Tell me about the moment when you recognize
he's still not taller than me. What are you talking
about?
about?
No. See, look, that's the one.
Is he taller than me? I'm taller than you are with shoes on, without shoes. I can take my shoes off and still be taller than you are with shoes on.
Oh,
good thing we're on stream and people can see this.
Oh, yeah.
But we're not gonna do it today because he got on Tim, so that's not fair.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah. See,
tall is a mindset. He'll never be taller than me. We're not talking about the physical.
Listen, I'm your daddy.
Yeah.
You ain't never
I'm
been
always
bigger than me,
tall.
boy.
There you go. There you go.
My pops was a cop, and it was just the moment. Like I'd be in the basement working out, and he was like, "Boy, you can lift all that weight. You ain't never gonna be me."
He said the same thing. He said the same thing. We be having weights in the morning. I come back, see him. I'll be trying to test him too.
Right?
Yeah.
He come in flexing. It's like, wait a minute.
The grown man strength different than that weight.
Hey, tell him about it.
It's a little different.
Tell him about it.
Every once in a while, I gotta let him know, yoke him up real quick. So
right. So through, and this is not a one-day camp. This is going to go from the 12th to the 30th.
Yes.
So first of all, if folks want to just come and hang out, is that cool?
Yeah, actually they can. Like I said, we have a space for them where they're not on the court. So if they want to come out and hang out with us or come visit with the radio station and with you guys, they're definitely welcome to do that. We want to spread the word. This will be our first, but it will definitely not be our last event. So as this thing continues to move along, we want it to continue to grow as well. So everyone's welcome to come by and check us out.
What if they have young people, and again, it's that time, right? They got young people that maybe they're not ballers, but they want to come meet Mel. Mel, if they want to come see you, come meet you, come shake your hand, take a picture. What are your thoughts on that?
Always welcome. Always down to talk, take pictures, whatever it is. You know, I think I'm a pretty fun guy, so you can always approach me no matter what.
The fun guy, like Kawhi Leonard.
I'm a pretty fun guy. You know, I'm a pretty fun guy.
Wow.
The fun guy.
Y'all didn't
I'm always available.
Y'all didn't know you get comedy with this. Y'all didn't know that they was gonna hit you with the comedy. You just did a Kawhi impression. What is happening in this world? That is hilarious. That's messed up. You can tell you're in California. That's funny. Through the next couple of weeks, right? You're gonna have different teammates come through. Who are some of the teammates that have said to you, "Hey, I'll pop through sometime this week"?
I'm not sure. I actually need to talk to them about that. See who I can bring in on the show. You know, I mean, everybody got a busy schedule.
So about camp too, though, right?
Camp, though. Yeah, come to camp.
Not show the camp.
On the camp.
Oh, we get them on the show.
Yeah.
The camp, yes.
Oh, they all
yes.
coming on the show.
Yes.
Like, hey, look, I'm. Hey, Fred. It's Sunday morning. We need all of y'all. We need Carol. Not just Sam. Not just Sam and Fred. We need Carol. That's who we need.
But for the camp, I know Kale Jacobson was coming. That's my guy. You know, came in together last year as freshmen, so we're pretty close.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a couple guys coming through.
Big D Walker committed.
D Walker.
I don't know exactly how his schedule permits it, but we got 3 weeks to try to find him and get him in there. I know I saw just on Twitter, I think the other day he was having a workout with the Clippers. So
Clips.
Shout out to Big D Walker. I
Yeah.
hope he's doing well, but when he's available, I'm pretty sure he'll slide through too.
Tell the folks about Kale, because I got a chance to call his state championship final, and he lit it up.
Oh yeah,
like it was like I felt bad for the early round teams that they played, like them lower seeds. And Kale, look, it was nasty man work that he put in.
Nasty man.
It was young nasty, like I call him young nasty man, because these high schoolers, like these are from small schools, and he out there just murdering people. And I was like, call timeout, coach.
Double team or something.
Like,
right?
dude, like, do something, coach. I think he had 41 in the state championship game.
Yeah.
And I just went, okay. So I'm going to ask you to talk about some of your teammates and whatever way you want to talk about it.
Right.
But describe Kale as a baller.
Kale is very good. I mean, I think Kale is very crafty. He gets to his spots, you know. He's a lot bigger than he looks too, as well. Kale's about 6'3", 6'4" at the guard. So, I mean, Kale's just a really good all-around player. I mean, we played together all last year. We both redshirted, so on scout team, that was my guy. So, you know, I love Kale.
How much trouble y'all give? How much trouble?
Off the record, we gave a lot of trouble.
Well, ain't no such thing as off the record with a microphone.
Hey, regardless, there were some problems in practice. There were some problems.
Iron meet iron. This is how this works. Through all that, so let's talk about Sam Hoiberg. And Sam has his own show, and a big part of choosing Sam was that low-key savage that Sam is. Like, you never see Sam coming. And then you go, wait a minute, what is happening here? Like, dude is balling. As a player, talk to me about Sam Hoiberg.
Sam is relentless. You know, he has no fear. He's coming at you. He works very hard, and he can shoot at a high level. Very, very quick and fast. You know, you get caught slipping coming off a handoff or something. He hits the jets on you. Yeah. You're gonna have to try. You're gonna have to hope the help is there, or you're gonna have to catch up. But it's not likely. So Sam goes real hard, and he's a great teammate to have.
Rock, I want to ask you about the big, because. And somehow I need to get you two together on the floor. But Blaze Keaton,
big fella,
what could you do? What would you want to add to Blaze's package?
Blaze, what I would want to add to his package, I mean, I would just obviously try to help him have him take advantage of the things that he already
He's
does
gifted.
well.
He's
right?
gifted.
So he does a lot of good things well. If I could pick one thing, I would just have him rim run. That would be the biggest thing for me with him. He's a great rebounder. He's a great defensive position player. Once he outlets that ball, I want him to beat everybody else up the floor, rim run, and punish people with his body and his size, get him underneath the basket, and create fouls and scoring opportunities early for the offense. That would be my biggest thing.
Like, I always think when I see a big like Blaze, I think Loyola Marymount. If I can get him to the front of the rim. Like, even if he don't do work down there, go down there and punch a hole in the defense.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, just punch a hole, get to the front of the rim, make people think about it.
Yep.
And he's so massive. That is a large individual human being.
Strong dude.
Yeah.
You know,
he be the type I tell him, I said, man, in practice, you gotta stay away from him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He the type that hurt his teammates by mistake.
Just accident.
Just by mistake, you know?
There you go. Guilty of being big.
Right.
Like, he guilty of being big.
You gotta watch him.
As much as last season was about being resilient, Jamarcus Lawrence is the player that I have my eyes on the most and I know the least about. Like, I still expect him to be like, part of me wants to put him as player 8, and a part of me wants to see him as Bradley Beal. And I'm just stuck. Like, I'm stuck constantly. That how can you be that good of a shooter and not want to be the shooter all the time? So from your vantage, from your perspective, what does Jamarcus do better than anything else?
I mean, you already said it. I mean, Jamarcus can shoot the ball very well. I think I think in terms of when people talk about his game, though, he's very underrated off the dribble and with the ball in his hands as well. You know, he can create for himself, get to the mid-range, get to the basket. So I think Jamarcus is an all-around scorer, let alone a great shooter.
Yeah, I like Rock when you watch him. Like, you've had teammates like him. We go back to Long Beach. We can think of some dudes that in that space does a thing well. But I want to ask you, free throws. Nothing makes Nebraska free throw fans as uncomfortable as the conversation about free throws. So, Rock, what is your theory on what makes a good free throw shooter, and then how can you improve free throw shooting?
That's funny you asked me about that, because I was a horrible
he
free
could
throw
not shoot
shooter.
free throws.
We knew. We
Yeah.
knew. We had to, like, we wanted him in double digits free
Should we pull
throws.
up the percentages from
I don't even. I mean, even with my percentages, I still let every league I played in this scoring.
Yes, and he took the most free throws. But because if you didn't foul him, he was going to bucket. He was going to bucket.
That's 30 a game. That's leading the league in scoring, by the way.
Yeah.
And if I did hit my free throws, it wouldn't even be a contest.
Yeah, thanks. You can thank me. You can thank me now for getting you that All-Star that year. They messed around and let me pick the All-Stars for 3 years. And I was like, okay, who did I hate? See,
The most.
Whose name did I say the most when they played against us? Rob.
There we go. Still showing us love. See that?
No,
universe. That's what you always say. Universe, right?
Hey man, how can what is the thing? Is it more shots? Is it how you take the shots? When you take more shots?
No.
Is it form?
No, it's not. It's none of the above. The average fan really don't understand what goes into free throws. All of these guys can shoot the ball. You go to practice and watch somebody shoot 100 free throws. Jamarcus, any of those guys will probably barely miss.
Yeah.
It's more of a mental thing, right? It's more mental, and it's more about body control. When you're playing basketball, you're moving up and down the court. You're very physical. You're running. You're jumping. You're fighting. Then you go to free throw line and everything stops.
Yeah.
Right. So your body, your heart rate is going a little
Your
faster.
eyes stop bouncing.
Everything.
In your head.
Everything stops. So now you go from 100 miles an hour, everything to 0. But you got to make this shot. So it's about just kind of blocking out what's going on around you. Some people. I know the crowd never bothered me. Like, as a basketball player, I don't even see the crowd, right? Most people would be like, well, you got all those people in front of you. When you're playing, you really don't even see those people, right? So it's just more about calming your body down and not putting pressure on yourself to make this shot. Just do what you do in practice, calm your body down, get your heart rate down, and shoot the ball. So I think it's just more of a mental thing and more of a being able to relax your body more than just shooting and skills and form and things of that nature, because these guys can shoot the ball.
Yeah, it's always in my time here in Nebraska, nothing sets off a basketball conversation like talk about free throws. They lose their minds and they can't, like, oh, he's the best player. Make a free throw.
Yeah,
and they can't help it. They just can't help it. And I think it'll be a big part of it, right? Because for Jamarcus, he will be measured. He could go 6 for 9 from 3. But if he goes 6 for 9 from free throw line, they're going to ask, what is the problem?
Well, that's, for a shooter, and I had a lot of range in my shot as well. It's harder for a shooter that shoot long distance to make a free throw than it is making a 3.
From a standstill.
It's harder because, first of all, it's too close. Like when I shot free throws, I shot maybe I would try to step a whole foot behind the free throw line because I'm so used to shooting so far when I'm shooting in the game.
Yeah.
Then I get to the free throw line and it's like it feels like a layup, like I'm
right,
too close.
Right.
So guys guys that shoot the ball really well, like a lot of times people don't understand, like, well, how does he shoot the ball so well from deep and he can't make a free throw? But it's a difference.
Different mechanics.
It's a difference.
Different mechanics, different thinking. We'll throw it a break there. Come back. Close out the Lloyds and Lincoln. I need to ask about some of these new players. I think it's going to be an interesting cast of characters. We'll break it down and then get you all set up for tomorrow, Lincoln Northwest High School.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.11 per hour, which grows to $28.27 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $32.76 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work it.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
The new season of the Nebraska Lottery's Lucky for Life Ticket Snap promotion is here. Until July 10th, buy a Lucky for Life ticket and enter the voucher number for a chance to win Nebraska football Skybox season tickets, regular Nebraska football season tickets, single game Nebraska football tickets, an incredible weekend football experience, or tickets to Volleyball Day in Nebraska. So snap to it and enter today. Lucky for Life top prize odds, 1 in 30 million.
You play Lucky for Life, don't you?
Yeah, love it. Chance to win $1,000 a day for the rest of my life.
How does it work?
Choose 6 numbers and buy a ticket.
Then what?
Check your numbers after the nightly drawing to see if you've won.
Whoa, slow down. You lost me there.
Choose 6 numbers.
6 numbers, got it.
Check the drawing.
Whoa, how do you remember all that?
Just lucky, I guess.
Lucky for Life top prize odds, 1 in 30 million.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppel Chevrolet GMC, and our big summer sales event is underway this month. Right now, get 0.9% interest rates. Yes, you heard right. 0.9% plus a 50 trade-in bonus on select Silver Sierras. You put all that together with some big Coppel discounts, and you have a tremendous buying experience. So stop on into the dealership or check us out at CoppelCars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
The best way to learn about Southeast Community College is to visit. And you can check out our spaces before you visit in person with a virtual campus tour. An opportunity to see our campuses in Beatrice, Lincoln, and Milford as you learn about our programs and areas of study. There are virtual tours of our learning centers too. We can even take you on a personalized virtual tour. Learn more on our website, southeast.edu/visit SCC.
Allo is turning 20 this year, and we plan to celebrate all year long. Since 2003, Allo has vowed to put customers first and deliver a drastically different experience. No matter where you live, work, or play, we secure, and reliable connection. We're proud to have served our businesses and residents with seriously fast fiber optic service for 2 decades. Thank you for trusting us as your local internet, phone, and TV provider. Follow us on social media to know about the 20th anniversary celebrations in all our Allo communities.
Problem gambling can destroy an individual's finances, relationships, physical, and mental health. If you or a loved one are struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Save money on energy-efficient equipment with the LES Sustainable Energy Program. Nearly half of the financial incentives are still available for qualifying projects. View incentives and learn more at les.com/SEP.
You're listening to Lloyds and Lincoln hosts Ramel Lloyd Sr. and Ramel Lloyd Jr.
It's been an hour, but now we get down. Lloyds and Lincoln and Ramel Lloyd Sr., Ramel Lloyd Jr., Austin Orman, as we hang out. It's a big week for sure. Camps tomorrow, but next week's show, you're a little juiced about it. You're a little excited about it.
Yeah.
How do you want to break this down? How would you describe said guest for next week?
Well, first of all, we want to talk about our theme here a little bit with Lloyds and Lincoln. Obviously, this show is a lot about our relationship, and our relationship is off the court, on the court, dad, and so on and so forth. So we that knows a former #1 draft pick of 96, coming out of high school, and he has done also that's a baller.
Rockets, yep.
Sounds like Austin, if they just told you that, would you know who it was?
I would have, yes.
#1, yeah, because you're bald.
Yeah. So with that being said, we're going to welcome Kenyon Martin on our show next week. I want to talk to him about fatherhood, and it's a special day. It's Father's Day, so we just want to do a nice little Father's Day special, and give Lincoln a little insight coming from the man himself, Kenyon Martin.
I like how you spun that Father's Day special. That was nice. I like that. That was nice.
I've been working with DP.
Spin City, baby. Spin City. All right, so tonight at 8:30, Denver, Miami. Mel?
I'm still upset about the sweep.
This is the Lakers sweep.
Yeah, no, that's the only.
Just so you
that's
know.
the only sweep that matters.
It honestly hurts to talk about this.
Yeah,
but
they could get better,
The Nuggets. the Nuggets are going to win.
Yeah,
and I'm not going to be happy about it.
Yeah, because you're going to listen to it. And
well, at least is the team that swept them and win the championship.
No, I'd rather them lose.
Okay.
Playoff Jimmy didn't come through.
Okay.
They over Mike Malone talking smack, and the Nuggets about LeBron and the Lakers. Go ahead, on to you, Dad.
Yeah, I think it's over, man. I think it's over. Look, Jimmy got too much responsibility over there. He looks a little tired, a little beat up, to be honest with you.
It does look fatigued.
Mm-hmm.
It looks dragging. Yet, I mean, they had to play whole season.
Mm-hmm.
No rest, no management, no nothing, no respect. They got no respect.
None.
And then they had 2 series that were literal brawls.
Yep.
It's like that they get that. I just want Game 6. Like I just want Game 6.
Is it tonight? Is it in Denver?
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah. Might be 30 ball.
Yeah.
If this is where. Why are they gonna mess with my basketball team? Like, I don't ask for much. Like, I don't care who wins it. Just give me 6 games in the final. Give me the 2 best teams. I don't have a dog in the fight anymore. I've been around enough teams, around enough players that I don't care. Whoever playing best, I want to see the best basketball.
Yeah.
And the team who wins it, look, if it was the Lakers, I'd be just like, okay, go 6. Like,
you just want to see some good basketball.
That's it. Like that. I mean, this is that time. We don't get no hoops. TBT, they're trying to put that together, which I need to talk to you about because they really want to do something. We'll see how that goes. But otherwise, we will be at Northwest tomorrow. What's your day tomorrow, Junior? What's your day like? You got to work out early?
I got a long day tomorrow. I got a long day every day, but I'll make sure to make it at some point, come through, say what's up to Pops.
Yeah, by the time he be done with everything he got to do at school, camp probably be over. So we might catch him on Tuesday.
We'll see you later.
Unfortunately.
We'll see you later in the week.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's got to be the ticket will be there. We'll get there at 10, hang out, and then we'll set it up and we'll hang out all day. And we'll have some kind of Strick's going to stop by. He'll make sure Bernard Day is going to stop by. There'll be some former Hoopers.
All-star crew
who will stop by and hang out. And then, Rock may have somebody talking to folks as well. So shouldn't be a decent day. Gentlemen, good stuff again. Kudos to you both. Appreciate you. Love you both. Austin, thank you for what you do. Don't go anywhere. That'll do it for the Lloyds in Lincoln. The Breeze up next, 12 to 1 on the stream. Bricker, Royals, Orioles.
Honk if you love trucks and buses. We know you've been for a while, but we're excited to announce that Trucks and Bucks is finally back. And this year, we're giving away 8 Atlas Blue 2020 Super Proof trucks. So get to your nearest Nebraska Lottery retailer and play $2 Trucks and Bucks today. Ford F-150 is a registered trademark owned and licensed by Ford Motor Company. Top prize odds, 1 in 336,000.
Hi, I'm a volleyball. It's an okay life. I go back and forth about it. But I really wish I was a Nebraska Lottery Powerball or Mega Millions Mega Ball. See, all they have to